will come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give from the gun. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Got the back over the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Addison. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Addison. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here on third down. Quarterback running on the draw. Kept it on the ground on third down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, past the marker. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hicks. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. It makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Off play action. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man all alone. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Touch pass on the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The inside handoff. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver going in motion. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. All down, and he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Now they'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Under fire. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running into the open space.
Returner brings it out to the 35. And your Oregon Ducks will take over. 1st and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Ole Miss. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Powers through the defender. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
There he goes. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit.
Turning on the Jets. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Canes need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. a man on the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here we go, Zach. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got it in the middle. It's caught. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Makes a grab on the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. A shot for the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. fires that shoulder, delivers the blow. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense, understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Keeps it on the draw. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hicks. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Wants to adjust the pattern. Direct snap. Got room to work. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Boise State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Rolling right and going deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these 2 have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot, though.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. That Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Off play action on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't...
Turn on his feet, ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. The give to the tailback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it to the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, he's going to be like, hey, where's that dude at?
Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. Inside the 50. At the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. He's got him. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. They'll go up top on second and short. And the quarterback. Is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Clemens. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
At the 30. Coming up, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Clemens. Fires left. Finds his man, it's Cobb. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Canes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Working on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now, 4th down.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Oregon.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Scanning the field, it's Clemens. Now rolling to the left. He lets one fly deep. Picked off to stop the threat. On the move at the 30. Trying to take it back. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.